Hi folks, nice little simple but fun project today. We spent the weekend getting our gutter garden sorted for this year and we've made it even bigger, so stick around and I'll show you how we got on. Back on the family DIY today, we're going to be making a start on our gutter garden. If you remember last year we put out these nice wide galvanised gutters and we did a herb garden, lettuces and everything up here. We don't think we actually need that many lettuces because we've already got a garden full of them down the bottom. What's more, we're actually going to install 3 more lengths to go all the way along the wall right to the corner. That's the first job. First up, got to drill some more holes. We're gonna move this one as an experiment. I've shifted that way, put a union on here. So I'm not going perfectly level, a bit like the last time. I'm taking it to one side. I've actually made the centre point slightly higher, so it'll drain to both ends. They rarely get waterlogged. If anything, they dry out too quickly, but that's for another video. So I'm going to unclip it, shift it. It's going to end up that far towards over the meter. So the unions, when you buy them, come like this, but actually it turns out that it's just made up of a regular bracket. So we're going to take that bracket off, use the bracket which is already here, which will become our centre, and then clip this one in. We'll use this one further along. Can you hold that one there? It's going to go in. Like that hooks over the top like that, but I need to twist this end at the same time. Right, we're almost there with the brackets. All we needed to do is 6 extra brackets because although we had 9 on the first half, we're sharing that centre one. So that's nice and straightforward, and like I said, we've got a slope going to that end. These do have slotted holes, so you can just tweak them up and down to get it right. This end with just okay. I was going to box in this meter box with some cladding. I think I can still do that, and that's where we're going to bring water through for the watering system. That end though, until we replace that fencing, I'm not sure how far we can take that guttering in the corner. We're going to have to, well, let's just see. We'll hold one up in a minute. Is that alright? Yeah. Right, that's where our 3 metre section stops. This one fits great. One's got to be here, one below, and something tells me someone's been creative with their fence posts. Yeah, last time you did this, you dropped loads in each other's hair.
Well, probably because it's the bottom, the top one. It's
So when we did this end, we were putting gravel in the bottom just for a bit of drainage before the compost, because I was just so concerned it was just going to end up really waterlogged. Turns out that doesn't happen at all. The top one gets a little bit more like that, and you can put a bit of drainage in the end, but it shelters the two below, so it's not really anything to worry about. And what we're doing now is just going straight in with the compost, fill it right to the top, because all this is going to compress down. Pack it down as well, yeah?
Faye, please could you do the top bit of that, because I can't reach, I can't
Concentrate on one bit at a time. Faye, make it like a lasagna, put it in a layer, yeah, pack it all down. Managed to get all of the compost in. I think we've got just about enough, which is good. We're not going to have to go out again. And we've got the flowers which we bought last week or 2 weeks ago. We probably are going to run out of those, but we're going to make a start. Yeah? Yeah. And Daddy's arm's a bit achy from my jab this morning, so you might have to do the top one.
Okay.
Come on, Petunia. Lobelia. I went with the girls on a morning out and we picked the flowers, or I should say they picked the flowers, and it was basically anything that looked nice. There is no theme, no colour scheme, nothing. So I'm pretty sure Joe would have done a better job at making some sort of feature of this. But it's just going to be a Technicolor dream coat of flower wall.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
The begonias are packs of 6 as well, and the lobelias are 12. So there's quite a few more in there. There's some of these San Vicilia la 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 la. 24 of them. What's 24 divided by 3? Yeah.
Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12.
I'm going to loosely put all of the box out, and then we'll put them in. So we need 8 of these per gutter. Where it is.
Daddy.
Yeah, alright. Crack on with it. Where? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we don't want him in there, do we? It was the other hand, it was the other hand. I did it, it was my dry hand, I was joking.
I hope it never ends, it's being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah.
You in here? You eating chocolate?
It's just us two, me and you.
What'd she do?
Taunted me.
I missed it. You do it again?
Because I just missed.
Yeah, you'll have to do it again so I can film it.
No, don't do it. I can't do it to Daddy, and then you know what it feels like.
So Jo said she's going to be very, very impressed if we keep these alive. Last year the lettuces were fine, but it was just so much watering because we were doing it by hand. Also, around the front here, for some reason, gets more green fly and aphids than around the back. So it doesn't make sense to grow edible stuff around the front, really. Hence why we've gone for flowers. It's a little bit eccentric and Technicolor. Oh, girls, it's full of compost. we'll just leave that there.
But here's the process. Rosa can share mine. Yeah, Rosa can share yours.
While we're out here, it might be that some of you have just joined the channel or not seen this build. This porch is something I built about 1.5 years ago. It's a timber frame, an oak timber frame inside here, which you can just about make out. Because of the size of the footprint restrictions and things like that, I've done an infill panel here, so the insulation is set between the posts. It is isolated from the house, there's an external door anyway. But we've got a timber frame, and then I set this vestibule door in here, which is 2 lights either side, and then an oak glazed door. And so far everything's holding up pretty well there. I have painted the top fascia, but as you can see, still not clad the underside. So we've done this big sort of oversized soffit, and that's where I need to get just some softwood tongue and groove in there, and then we'll paint it in that grey, and that should finish things off. It was going to have some downlighters in it, I might still do that, but anyway, that's how that's looking. And this is oak cladding, shiplap type, and it's holding up really well. It's probably been up for 2 summers, I think, and it's got 2 coats of Osmo UV oil, and it's south facing, so this is what it holds up like. I would not rate Osmo UV oil on horizontal surfaces. We've used it on the oak sleepers and things like that. Always fine on the vertical, and that's all it's designed for. Horizontal surfaces, not so good, but here's a good example of it behaving how it should be. You'll rescue Basil?
Is there a space for it? Yeah, well, we've
Yeah,
got a
there's
new
space.
one, haven't we?
Oh, it's looking good. We just need to get rid of this van. We always wear nice dresses for gardening. Steady up there. I hope you. I hope you've tethered that ladder. What are you doing? No, don't do that. It's like compost tea. Right, this would be nice. We'll pour it under the hedge, but this will also just make the right mess of your clothes.
No!
Yeah.
No!
There we go, guys, it's done. We've extended the gutter garden, and it's a little bit more exciting than just lettuce like last year. It's a super easy project, and loads of people on Instagram have been keen to follow suit. You can do it with just simple plastic guttering, but going with this route, with the metal guttering, you can get it a bit wider. Just means more compost, more plants, and less watering, hopefully. Next challenge for us is to set up an automatic watering system, bring a cold pipe through from the utility, and hopefully have some drip feeders or soaker hoses or something in here, so we don't need to worry about it quite so much. Therefore, we'd love to hear what your advice is. If you've used any of those systems, those timers, anything like that, then do let us know down below, and hopefully we can hunt that down and do an install video next week. If you want to check out the first half of this from last year when we did the vertical garden with the lettuces and herbs, then check it out at the end of this video. Other than that, thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.